Hi everyone. Our next topic is hybridness of a hybrid vehicle. The definition of hybridness is that it is the ratio of sum of power of all traction motors to the sum of traction motor plus engine power. That is the definition of hybridness, where sum of traction motor power plus engine power is the total traction power. So the concept of hybridness can be better understood with the help of a problem. So consider a light delivery van with the propulsion system having a diesel engine of capacity 100 kilowatt at 3000 rpm and an electric motor with a capacity 25 kilowatt and maximum torque of 243 newton meter at 500 rpm. So according to the concept of hybridness, the it is a ratio of sum of power of all traction motor by the power of a motor plus engine power. That means 25 by again 25 plus 100 is the engine power. So 25 by 25 plus 100 is the hybridness, which is equal to 0.9. If you represent it in percentage, it is 20%. That means this particular vehicle is having a hybridness of 20%. Another problem, in a parallel hybrid vehicle of hybridness 25% has an electrical traction motor and an IC engine. Both engine and motor shaft are input to a three-way transmission system with a total traction power of 100 kilowatt. Assuming 95% efficiency, find the minimum size of battery in ampere hour for a 20-hour drive cycle. Select battery voltage as 120 volt. This is a problem. Here the total traction power is given as 100 kilowatt. So we don't know the ratings of engine and the motor. So we have the definition, hybridness is the motor capacity or machine capacity by total tractive power. So the machine capacity is unknown, but the total tractive power is given. That is H is equal to, so here the total tractive power is given and it is nothing but this is total tractive power is 100 and machine capacity is unknown. But we also know the hybridness. H is equal to 0.25. So from this formula, machine capacity is equal to, so if we have machine capacity is equal to 0.25, which is H into total traction power, that is 100. So which will give the machine capacity, that is 25 kilowatt. So now we have to find the machine input. We know that efficiency is equal to output by input. Here the efficiency is given as 95%, which is nothing but 0.95. And we know the capacity of the motor. Capacity means the output of the motor. So if we know the output and the efficiency, the input is 25 by 0.95, where 25 is the output and 0.95 is the input. So we get the input as 26.32 kilowatt. Now the energy requirement. If we know the input, the energy will be the input into time, which is here the time is given in hour. So machine input is, this is the machine input. The machine input into time will give the volt ampere hour rating. Now we have to find the ampere hour. If we know the energy, then ampere hour can be calculated by dividing the energy requirement by the voltage. So the energy requirement by voltage will give the ampere hour. So because this here the energy is equal to the power into time. So obviously the ampere hour will be, that means current into time will be equal to energy by voltage. Thus the ampere hour obtained is 4.39 ampere hour. Here this is the energy requirement which is calculated here, and this is the voltage which is also given in the problem. So this is the ampere hour requirement of the particular battery. Next is the drive cycle. So the design constraint of a powertrain of a vehicle are listed below, and the vehicle operating regimes are shown in the figure, this figure. So a particular vehicle is designed based on these points. That is, while designing a vehicle, the designer will consider the initial acceleration, the cruising at rated vehicle speed, cruising at maximum vehicle speed, and retardation. These four factors are considered while designing a vehicle. So this figure shows the different operating regimes of a particular vehicle. So the particular vehicle having the four operating regimes. That is, there will be an initial acceleration range, then there's a cruising time, then of course the vehicle will be accelerated here, and then it will reach a maximum speed, that is the maximum cruising, that is cruising at maximum vehicle speed, this area, and this is the retarding point, that or deceleration point. These are the major regimes of a electric vehicle, that is the major operating regimes of a vehicle. So it has an acceleration area, so it has an area where the cruising at rated speed, vehicle speed area, and those at this range the speed is rated speed, and there will be a maximum speed. So that particular regime is called cruising at maximum vehicle speed, and this is the retardation. This is the typical drive cycle of an electric vehicle, or electric or any type of vehicle.